Okay, recording has started. You can start, Satish.
Yes, sure. Okay. So, first of all, I'll be explaining some of the mandatory courses requirements and the credit requirements that you guys will be needed to take care in mind. So, if you have completed your diploma level, you guys might be focusing on what subject should be taken, right? But for the degree level requirements, you should focus on completing the credit requirements. Okay. So the main thing that you should be kept in mind is the credit requirements. There are some rules and regulations that I'll be explaining, but the first thing should be the credit requirements. So the first thing is we have to complete 28 credits in BSc level and 28 credits in BS level in order to complete your degree. Okay. So there are some rules. In the BSc level, there are 5 mandatory courses, and all the courses that I will be taking is of 4 credits. Forget about the system commands and the TDS thinking that was of the 3 credits. All the courses that has been mentioned in the doc is for the 4 credits. So in the BSc level, you have 5 mandatory courses. First one is software engineering. Second one is software testing. Then you have SPG, that is strategies for professional growth. The next word is deep learning, and the final one is AI, artificial intelligence. Okay. So there is a rule here. Like for example, in the first term, you want to opt for the 4 courses. So the rule is you should be taking either all the mandatory courses, or you must have completed all the mandatory courses before taking any new courses. Okay. So these are the 5 mandatory courses. So for example, if someone is taking software engineering, software testing, SPG in the first term, and is trying to take some other courses that I will be talking about in the future, so that is not possible. So in the first term itself, it is mandatory that you should be taking all the courses from this list of the mandatory courses. So for example, if someone has taken these 4 courses in the first term, and in the next term, it is mandatory to take this remaining mandatory course. Only then you will be able to take the rest of the 3 courses, because by default your CCC will be 4. That is course clearing capability. So this was the first rule. In the BS level, we have not the list of mandatory courses, but we have mandatory categories. So I'll be talking about this. So the first one is you will be seeing BD. BD stands for BSc or BS, data science related subjects, and P stands for programming oriented subjects. So, and the level 4 is the difficulty level. So I'll be explaining this in here. So these are the list of the courses apart from the mandatory courses. And you will be noticing there is something called L4 degree, L5 degree. So what is this? So these are basically the difficulty level of the subjects. L4 is more difficult than L3. You will not be able to see 3. There is only degree mentioned here, if you can see. So degree is basically L3 subjects whose difficulty level is as same as the diploma level subjects, you can say. At, and the level 4 degree subjects is more complex than the level 3 degree level subjects. And the level 5 is much more complex. So the rule which mentioned here in the BS level while crediting your requirements is you should take 2 BD level 4 courses and 2 BP level 4 courses. This is the rule. And 4 credits should be taken from the HM category. HM is basically the humanities department category. So we'll be talking about this. So if you focus here, we have 5 courses of 4 credit each, right? So that will give you 20 credits in the BSc level. So we have 8 credits left, and there is no foundation about these 8 credits. You can do these 8 credits from this list. Any course can be taken. There is no specifications for taking this 8 credits. Same for the BS category, as I told you earlier, that the category is mentioned here, that the category should be BD level 4 and BP level 4, and any of the courses which fulfills this requirement can be taken in your BS level, and 4 credit definitely should be taken from the HM category. Now in the degree level, you will be seeing that this Y and N is given, right? So basically, there are not much more students in the degree level currently. That's why all the courses are not available for each term. Therefore, if you are planning to take any courses for your BD or for your BP or for your BSc level subjects, you should be able to plan everything in advance. You will not be able to take, for example, this design thinking for data driven app development course in the January 2025 term. So if you are planning to take this course, take this either in the May term or in the September term. So these are the things that you should be kept in mind. So how your credits will be counted? 20 credits in the BSc level will be taken from the mandatory courses. Rest 8 credits can be taken from this list. Okay. And in the BS level itself, two BD level courses will give you how many credits? 8 credits. Two BP level courses will give you how many credits? 8 credits. And 4 credit should be taken from the HM category. That will be total of 20 credits. So in the BS level and in the BSc level, uh, we have calculated the requirement for the 20 credits each. Then what about the 8 credits? So there is no specifications for this 8 credits. You can take any of these courses from these 8 categories, whether it is from, if I can zoom, you can see HM category, SE category. So any of the courses that you can find reliable for you can be taken and can be credited. So these were the rules and the regulations for taking the courses in the BSc and the BS level. Now I'll be talking about the shortest path, because if this part you can understand, you will be able to calculate all the remaining paths and can plan accordingly. So the shortest path in which the BSc and the BS both can be completed is 3 terms. Okay, there is nothing like you should first take the BSc courses, only then you will be able to take the BS courses like the foundational level and the diploma level. There is nothing like this. You can consider it like the programming diploma subjects and the data science diploma subjects. They can be taken simultaneously, right? So I'll be showing you how you can complete the BSc and the BS in the 3 terms. So what you can do, you should be able to take 4 subjects in each of the terms. So that will give you how many credits? 48 credits. And there is something that is called credit transfer that can be done using the NPTEL. And the 8 credits, that is 4 credit in the BSc level and 4 credit in the BS level, can be credited in our BS degree. So 48 plus 8 is 56. So for example, how will you taking these courses? So for example, some student have taken these courses in the first term, because I earlier I have mentioned that all the mandatory courses should be taken in the first term in the BSc level. So for example, some student have taken AI, SPG, SE and ST in his first term. Okay. In the next term, he is taking deep learning definitely, because this is the mandatory course, should be taken. And from this list of courses, the student have taken programming in C. So if you can see, the blue courses are for the BSc level. Okay. And the next 2 slots can be filled using the BD and the BP courses requirements. So the student is taking design thinking and game theory. And if you can see, the category is BP and the BD. So one BP and one BD category for the BS level is completed here. In the term 3, the student can take Industry 4.2, IBD. This is just an example. You can take any of the courses that is available and satisfies the requirements. Okay. So by this way, you are taking 12 courses from the IITM itself. That will give you 48 credits. And for the rest 8 credits, you can take uh, 4 credits NPTEL courses from the technical domain that can be transferred in the BSc level, and 4 courses for HSMG category that can be transferred in the BS level. And these NPTEL courses are completely independent from the courses that you have registered. So there will be no restriction in the number of courses that you guys are taking for the NPTEL courses. So these NPTEL courses can be completed side by side. Their credit requirement will be completed once you complete this particular course, and it will be automatically transferred. It will be shown during your course registration and can be transferred while you are in the BSc or the BS level. So this was the shortest path by which you can complete the BSc and the BS levels. There is one more thing that I would like to mention specifically. There is something that is called minor in economics and finance. This was introduced in the last term, and along with your BS degree. Okay, so along with your BS degree, if you complete game theory, managerial economics, and corporate finance, these three specific courses from this list. Okay, so you will get a minor in economics and the finance along with your BS degree. Okay, so I already told you, you are independent to take any of the courses until and unless you are satisfying the requirements for the BD and the BP courses. So if you are taking these courses, GT, ME, and CF, you will be able to complete economics and finance. Okay, and for the NPTEL courses, I think okay, you can now scan this particular QR code for getting this document. I will paste all the necessary requirements and the things that you should be able to keep in mind while taking the NPTEL courses, because the NPTEL courses is a different topic. And if I will try to explain this, it will also take next 15 or 20 minutes. So I will not be explaining this. Rather, I will paste the NPTEL requirements in this talk itself. Okay. So this was all about the BSc and the BS level credits and the courses. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, Pritodeep, Pratham, Rahul Chakravarti, and everyone. Thank you.
Can you go back to the QR, please?
Yes, yes, sure.
So,
This was just a brief.
Satish,
I have prepared this doc in 15 minutes. This is completely messed up. Yeah, Pritodeep.
Satish, if you don't mind, I have shared you over Google Chat a link to the slides that we used for the previous term session. Can you quickly go over those? I
Sure,
mean,
sure.
it's the same thing, but it might
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
better breakup. Just go over that, and towards the end of that slide, we have course-wise. There's a table having a couple of lines for every course.
Sure,
So
sure,
there
sure.
might the specifics might be slightly modified, but overall, I think that slide conveys the idea well enough.
Sure, sure.
Hmm. I have a query, Satish.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Pratham.
Yeah, we can take up queries now in the meantime.
Yeah, if we do four NPTEL courses, NPTEL also.
Hmm. Pratham, your
If
Sorry,
we
voice is
do,
can
breaking
you
a
if we
little.
do,
repeat? Yeah,
if we do
yeah.
four
Can
NPTEL
you
courses
repeat
in
that?
the same term, if we do four NPTEL courses in the same
Yeah.
term, do we get something from NPTEL?
Yeah, you will get a NPTEL star status and you will get a t-shirt in free.
Okay, so this is just like, and those four courses can be from any domain, right? Like we can do
Yes,
BS and BSc courses together in the same term in
yes,
NPTEL.
yes. Yeah, that is the criteria only for the NPTEL people. So it doesn't matter what course you are taking.
I mean, where
Okay.
did this come from? ये भी होता
Yeah,
है
it,
क्या?
it is there. It is there.
4 courses from NPTEL and you get a star and a t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah. So there
Yes.
are some certificates, yeah,
अच्छा,
but it's
okay.
it's it's separate from BS. It's not part of the BS.
Why?
So,
I
so
mean, just a one wall difference, but okay.
I have heard that there is something like they call for in IITM for giving this certificate and all. Is it also true?
Sorry.
I have heard from someone that I think from Prem, I have heard this thing like they call to IIT MBS for giving some certificate regarding this NPTEL.
Not for the certificate, but there is one day full lunch, breakfast, and dinner with professors at IIT Madras, and your tickets for the train up to second AC will also be reimbursed. I'm not sure for the one way or the two way.
Okay, so it is there only if you do at least four courses with some
Yeah,
minimum criteria and pass all of them, right?
yeah, because this is the minimum criteria for becoming an N plus star.
Okay.
In one term or like can be in multiple terms?
No, in one term only. There are other criterias also by which you can become an NPTEL star, and that has multiple resources. Like I can share the link. Just 1 second.
So
How is
before
BLP?
everybody gets too happy, sorry, just a minute. Before all of you get too happy, just remember that you cannot take four courses in a term, especially if they are all 12-week courses, because it will clash with your IITM BS end term. So as
But
long
if
as
we
they're
are skipping the IITM term, then we can take.
of course you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're completely skipping a term, then yeah.
Yeah. Satish, how is
Prithudeep,
BLP?
But at the end of the day, it's useless. Let me remind you that. It
Yeah,
makes no
Satish, you're saying
sense.
something?
Yeah. I'm not being able to find your slides that you are talking about.
I
Could you
sent
please
you on
share it again?
Google chat. Okay, okay. Let me- Can you check
Okay.
Google chat? I just DM'd you that over
Himanshu, you
there
can
actually.
transfer a total of 8 credits from NPTEL to this degree. 4 will be credited in BSc level, 4 will be credited in BS level.
Okay. So how is this course of DLP? It was introduced last term. So can anyone tell regarding this? Satish?
Come on, Pratham.
Hey, Balla, you also had DLB. What are you talking about?
He is just trying to joke.
What a troll,
Nonsense.
man. This
He
guy's a
have
troll.
already completed the degree. I don't think he is already having this doubt. Okay.
Do we have actual student like genuine doubts from people who have not taken up the course?
Yeah.
Bala, lower your hand, man. We have others in
Uh,
the line as well.
he's just
Animesh, you were
kidding.
asking
Yeah.
about something. You can go to slideshow mode if you
Yeah,
want.
so I had questions about these two courses. One is financial forensics, and the other is corporate finance. If anybody has taken those courses in the past, can maybe give a few tips. That'll be nice.
Rahul Dara, I think, have taken corporate finance. Dara.
Let's first get done with financial forensics. Then I'll tell you about corporate finance.
All right.
Financial forensics, anyone tell me? Tell him.
Afnan, financial forensics, you have done it, right?
No, no, not financial funds.
Okay,
See,
okay.
what I got
Anyone who has
about
done
financial
financial forensics?
forensics, yeah, please come up and give your feedback about FF.
Or yeah, Rahul, just go ahead. Yeah.
So, like, I'll tell you what I know about financial forensics. It's that the feedback has been quite mixed, I would say. Initial weeks has been basic. The later weeks were a bit more complicated. Uh, that's something that you would have to look into. If you have the playlist, just go through it, see, look at the content and all that. Look at the PYQs most importantly. That's also something you need to take into consideration. But when it comes to corporate finance, it's at a very nascent stage. Only one term has passed. You will have 20 questions per week in your graded assignments, and unless you are a finance nerd, it will be difficult for you to handle this subject if you have three other heavy subjects or three other subjects, to be honest. I have struggled with corporate finance because I had deep learning practice, game theory, and big data in this one. So that's one of those things that I can say. But I would say for corporate finance, there are about say 20-25 formulas. Similar formulas, different applications, but you would have to be very clear about the theoretical aspect of all of this to get a decent, I mean, to get a good grade. I did not do well in a lot of it, but I'll probably get a B, uh, which isn't something I was looking forward to. But yeah, if you study well, you can get an A or an S. That's something I would say. But it's still only one term has passed, so I would tell you ki just if you're not taking it in the very next term right now in January, then it's good. Let it run for some time. Let it run for some time. That's the
Okay, and I see a lot of courses put under dual categories, right? So when it comes to
uh,
the specification of a requirement of BP and BD courses,
mm.
something is both BP BD or something is
Mhm.
HMBD or something like that. It doesn't matter, right? So if it can be created in either
Yeah,
category.
anyone, just not both. It's not like you do
Of
one
course,
and
just not both. Of course, just not both. But
it's like do
yeah,
the calculations. I mean, whichever wherein you lack, they'll put it in that category, and that's it.
right. So it's like for completing those 2+2 requirement in the BS, it
Huh.
would not be strictly only BP or BD. It can be those dual things as well,
Dual are also categorized on either
categorized.
of the categories, so that'll work
Okay,
fine.
fair point.
Just say DLP is BPBD both,
Hmm.
and game theory is also HMBD, I think, if I'm not
Yes.
Hmm.
wrong.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Those would be categorized in either of those, however you need it.
This minor thing that Satish just talked about some time back, I didn't see it anywhere in the documentation. Can we,
I'm not sure if it has come in
Yeah.
I
officially.
think
Please
But,
last
do.
semester
uh,
we received a mail from the
Yes.
IITM
Yes.
regarding that.
It's what is
mm,
reason of the mail.
okay.
but
Guys,
then
sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Satish,
but then the thing is, this is the first term wherein CF was offered, so probably they would offer minor to people who have done these three subjects. But I would suggest, if you're not really into it and if you don't want to risk your CGP, if you don't want to go into finance, don't risk it, man. This is not worth it.
Okay.
Just do some other better subjects if you're interested in those. Just don't go in for these three subjects just for the sake of a minor.
Sure.
That's all I
Thank you.
would say.
Satish, I'm dropping off. I'll be back shortly. Kunal will join in by 5 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, sure,
No,
sure.
go.
Uh, I had one
Yeah.
small doubt that in my first semester of BSc, I had taken software engineering, software testing, and AI. And in the next semester, this semester, so I have taken IBD along with DL and SPG. So
Mm.
if I will go in the BS level next semester, so my IBD requirement it falls into the BP and BD category both. So while calculating two BP and two BD criteria, this IBD will also get calculated, or it will be counted separately in the BSc level only, not in the BS level.
No. If you're going for BS, this IBT will be calculated in the BPBD. Those are level 4 plus BP courses,
I
I think.
think it is level 5 category IBD. Then
It'll get into those one of the two slots,
okay,
wherever you need it.
so I had this doubt only. They won't count it as a BSc subject, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Uh, it might get counted for the BSc level as of now,
Hmm.
but once you get complete all the requirement for the BSc level, it will be automatically transferred into the BS level. So no
Okay.
need to worry about all the credits. If you
Okay.
are fulfilling all the requirements for each level, no need to
Mhm.
worry. It will
Oh,
get adjusted automatically.
okay. Because that is why I was shuffling my courses right now. So I was planning
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take
definitely.
managerial econ.
Because if you see this term, I had taken DT and GT, so
Hmm.
I haven't transferred my NPTEL credits as of now. So definitely these DT or GT courses will be transferred in the BSc level as of now. But once
Hmm.
I transferred my NPTEL courses, it will be automatically shifted to the BS level.
Yeah, for NPTEL, I'm sure, but for this electives, I was not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Definitely it will be credited towards BS.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so just one last question. This is Animesh regarding the choice of courses. Apart from the five mandatory courses for BSc, which one do you think are the most scoring courses, easy scoring courses? The remaining.
Market research, C, CSD.
Sorry.
Market research, C, CSD.
CSD. What is CSD?
CSD is computer systems design.
Computer system
Oh, okay.
design.
These are the easy to score subjects.
Yeah. Also programming in C. Uh,
For CSD, do we have any prerequisite or co-requisite?
no.
Yeah. Dada, we have a prerequisite of C for the CSD. So it
Pre
might
nahi,
not be very
must be co.
For
Cool.
I think operating system, we have
okay.
prerequisite requirement.
Operating system and C. For operating system, you need C and CSD done previously.
Okay,
Prerequisite.
but for CSD, we don't have any prerequisite of C, right?
No, you have to probably take CSD with C. There's a co-requisite, I think. Satish.
But I think co-requisite is not a strict criteria to take subject, right? If I have not completed C, I can take CSD individually.
I guess. I hope so.
No,
I'm not
no,
sure.
no, no. It
I think
should
you
be
have to
taken.
take it
It should be
mandatorily
taken with C.
together.
Excuse me, can I add a word here, please? So for C, you can take it independently, okay? It's just that I think if you've not done C prior to doing CSD, then in that case, you cannot take CSD alone. However, if you take both together, then it should work. That's what co-requisite is
Hmm.
for.
Okay.
I guess so.
Okay.
So best thing if you want electives other than the five core, just do C and CSD. That should be reasonably easy.
I was planning for DLP, Managerial Economics and Corporate Finance. So I think I will go ahead with that only.
Okay, go.
Just this thing, IBD and 2 BP and 2 BD criteria, I thought we have to, this IBD won't get counted. So for that only, I was unsure. So that's why I was shuffling my courses. But now, since I've got clarity, so I will go ahead with that subject only.
See, go ahead with whatever you feel like. But now that you're in BSc level or BS level, approaching BS level, I
Mhm.
would say play it safe, guys, because there's no
Yeah,
point
I've heard
jeopardizing.
that managerial economics and corporate finance are easy to score subjects.
Then take it. Please experience it.
Yeah.
Please, I would suggest you please take it, experience it, and then tell me your grades. It'll make you
Okay.
cry. Corporate finance will make you cry if you're not a finance nerd. I'm telling you.
Oh,
The support
I,
is absolutely horrible, and the
for
hardest
financial
part.
forensics, I've heard that the experience was horrible. But for corporate finance, I haven't heard anything that if you have taken, please
If you, I
uh,
have taken it
give
in
your
this.
honest review.
I've taken it in this term. I don't know if you're getting your feedback from Abhinit Raman
No,
because
no.
he's a finance nerd,
Okay.
but I I have suffered. A lot of people in my batch has suffered with a lot of formulas, lot of applications and everything. If you have a lot of heavy subjects, if you have taken 3 or 4 subjects, corporate finance could end up being a nightmare for you if you don't practice enough.
No, actually, currently I'm doing apprenticeship, so I have to manage 3 courses with my apprenticeship also. So it
Then
becomes a
don't
bit.
take corporate finance. I'm telling you, it needs a lot of practice.
Yeah.
But if you
And,
if you're good at it, I would not. I don't want to discourage you from taking it. I just
mhm.
I'm just saying that because this is not foundation level or diploma level. This is BSc BS. You don't want your grades to be dropped, right? You don't want your CG to go down just because
Yeah.
of risk. So it's
Yes.
better to take a subject which guarantees you an A
Hmm.
rather than doing something that you feel like okay, I'm interested in this.
Hmm. And what about managerial economics?
Managerial economics is kind of fine. I think it wasn't very difficult. But
Mhm.
if you want to take something that is going to give you good marks, take game theory. Game theory is
Game
an
theory, I
absolute.
think this semester they are not offering game theory.
You don't
So
have GT this time?
no.
Okay, GT you don't have.
And so is the case with CSD and market research. They're also
No,
not there.
CSD is not here. I know because I was the CSD ka TA.
Okay,
So,
market research is
yes.
also not there.
Where is MR?
I think corporate finance was tough this time because it was a newly added course this semester, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Maybe. Plus, it's not an IITM course now. So the external people tend to make a more difficult paper.
Okay.
So that's one of those things. But then on the other hand, game theory was quite manageable. Maybe because I studied a lot of game theory as compared to corporate finance.
Mm-hmm.
But GT was a lot easier than CF.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your call. Is DLP available in January?
Yeah, DLP is
Yeah,
available.
take DLP then. DLP.
Yeah, I'm taking DLP, but along with that, I thought that it would be better if I take CF and managerial economics.
How many terms do you have in BS?
BS completed this semester. BSc, sorry. For
Oh, that's
BS, I will take 2 more semesters of January 2025 and May 2025. Only 2 sem because I have done NPTEL courses. So I will transfer 4 credits from that.
okay. Then decide. I mean, listen to everyone's opinion and then decide what you want to do. Because there's a lot of subjects, a lot of feedback. So just hold on for some time.
Any
That's
idea about
about.
ATB?
ATB is a absolute gem. Take it. Eyes closed. Take it. ATB. You're going to enjoy.
Okay,
No sarcasm. Honest. Hand to heart.
okay, okay.
Right, Satish? Satish, you have also taken ATB, no?
Yeah, this time I am considering to take ATB because
Take it.
DLP and IBD seems horrible.
DLP is good. IBD don't take it because we had a.
IBD, I've completed IBD this semester only.
You did your OPP in seventh or
Yeah,
ninth?
I got OP 50 out of 50 in OPP.
Very good. And did you get forenoon paper or afternoon paper?
It was forenoon and the questions were not similar to the PYQs.
I know,
I
I
could
know. I
understand.
also had IBD forenoon. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, but in the score checker, my score was showing around 50 out of 100. So I was expecting more.
I don't know what will happen there, but anyway,
Uh,
let's see. Acha, anyway, moving on to next. Let's try to get the hands sorted. Himanshu, you have any questions?
Sir, I wanted to ask for transferring my credit. I need to make a account NPTEL account with my IITM ID,
You
email
have to
ID.
do it using your ITM email ID. Yes, tabhi it will get mapped to your dashboard. Otherwise, they cannot map. No.
Since I was using ABC ID previously,
Hmm.
so okay, I
That I
will.
don't know. If you have an ABC ID, I don't know what are the details about the ABC ID. Try to write to support and say that you have an ABC ID. These are the things you have done. See if they do something about it. I think ABC will also be accepted, but I'm not sure if anyone uses ABC.
All
No,
right.
Dada, it has to be mandatorily completed using IITM email ID because while registration, you have some options to select where you have to mandatorily select IITM BS category in order to show your completed credit transfer into your IITM dashboard. So if you have done NPTEL courses using some other email ID, you might be not be able to transfer the credits.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Lakshmi.
Uh, so I am starting with degree level next term. So if I take three subjects, that is SC, ST, and AI, will it be similar to taking three subjects in diploma, or is it more difficult than that?
That depends on how you have spent your diploma. If you have honestly studied in diploma, then it will be easier. And if you have barely struggled and all that, then it could be quite similar experience.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Okay.
I would tell you that I had taken three subjects in diploma, and in the first BSc term, I had taken AI, DL, SE, and SPG. So that's four theory and two projects. That was an extensive term, but that went quite well. So
Okay.
it's your
So
call.
so
See, I found ST to be difficult, but most of the people find ST to be very easy. Afnan is here. Afnan has been the consistent TA of software testing. Afnan was here, right?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, please.
Yeah. So Afnan
You
is
wish to
here.
get feedback for
I
ST, or
started with ST little bit. So
okay.
Afnan, just
See,
tell
I
her
cannot.
about the ST things, please.
Yeah. So the thing is, as a student of ST, I cannot give you the actual feedback because I've been a student of ST in Jan 2023. So it's been a while.
okay.
As TA, well, I can tell you that if you are good with Java, right, and then ST should not be a problem for you. And then see, particularly for ST, though we've been planning some practical aspects to be there in the course also. Currently, the current offering is more inclined towards theoretical concepts. Okay, so you might find it a little, more theoretical than possibly the other courses wherein we have projects also. But if you're taking ST also, no, and then there is some bit of overlap also. So if you're able to connect the dots, then ST should be okay with you, I think. Yeah, there are a few key concepts that you need to practice. If you do that well, then it might as well be a scoring subject for you. Yeah.
So
You need to
SC
memorize
and
a lot of
ST are not
stuff.
only like are not only theoretical, but are they like SC has a project, right? So what should be done
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that project?
For SE
SE
project,
is a group project.
yeah, go on, Rohan. You can answer that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the SE one. SE is a group project. This is the first time we'll be doing a group project. So in the past terms, what had happened is that you have to build a project right from scratch. The tech stack was probably mentioned or not mentioned, I don't remember. But you have to create a team of 5, 6 people. I mean, it has been ever increasing. But where it ends up this time. So you have to create a project from scratch, and you would have to present it and do all the stuff that you have done, just like the way in Mat 2. It's like Mat 2 Part 2, but you have four other people helping you. It's like that. But
Okay.
but
Okay.
as of
Uh,
now, the SE projects are like you start from someone else's checkpoint. So someone else has completed say 25-30% of a project. You continue from the recent SE people would be able to confirm that. Uh, for me, that could have been a
okay.
bit more challenging, but at the end of the day, you have to develop it. Yeah.
No,
And when it
Dada. In the last term, for us, it was a complete new problem statement.
so you have to build from scratch.
Yes.
So उससे पहले two term, I think those people were doing from checkpoints. I think because that was the case as far as I knew. I did it in September 23, so
Naman,
maybe
please
Jan
mute
and May
yourself.
term. Maybe. So yeah, that's the SE project. You'll have four other people helping. For ST, it was a lot more theoretical than I like in a particular subject. You have to memorize a lot of stuff. So there
Okay.
were so many things I barely remember. Afnan would be able to say. So it's manageable. And AI is a very scoring subject. If you know how the algorithms work, you will be able to finish a quiz paper in 40-45 minutes. That is for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Just understand the algorithms and practice the questions. That's it. That will be the easiest subject for
Okay.
you amongst the three.
Okay.
ये
Okay.
पता नहीं
Which
Mansu, I
other
don't know. I
subject has
mean,
a
at, yeah, Lakshmi, go on.
sorry, go on. Okay, so
No, no,
which
he's
other subject has a
asking this.
project only SC?
In BSc BS level, most of the subjects have a project. So if you end up
Okay.
taking a subject and it doesn't have a project, it might end up having an extra project component. By the end of 4 or 5 weeks, they'll tell you, okay, the subject also has a project. Be ready for surprises.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so as of now, we have projects in SPG, SE, market research, and design thinking. If I
and
am missing,
DLCV, financial forensics, deep learning practice is entirely project based work.
yes.
So yeah.
MR also has it, Rahul, no?
MR
Isn't
also.
it? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Aruni is asking, are we free to choose the technology in SE project?
The
Technology
tech
as in,
stack. I think they will mention it, but it depends. I think at my time it was not mentioned, but I mean I don't know. We'll have to check the document. Check the document. You'll be
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yes, you are correct, Rahul. So the thing is, it depends on the problem statement also. Most of the cases I have seen that they have mentioned it, and you have to stick to it. You cannot go that far. I mean, you have to be, within those tools only. But yeah, I think one or two tools, if you want to use additional, I think that would be fine. But again, I mean, it depends. So one might as well check the problem statement first.
Somebody
depends on
said
what
that
it was.
whatever we have done in diploma level, that is enough. Like in Med 1, Med 2, that is enough.
No, that's not enough because in SE project you would have to do a lot of other stuff like building test cases. There would be, I mean, if you're a 5 people team, you would have to make at least 80 test cases. We had made about 120 test cases for the particular projects. So there would be testing aspect. There would be API documentations that you need to do. You would have to use either Thundercloud or this, what is it called, Postman for doing your work, and you would have to submit those reports in particular phases as well. So it's a bit step up from AppDev 1 and AppDev 2, but this is going to be less stressful, in my opinion.
Okay.
But it all
And
depends on what team you work with.
okay. Is there any subject-wise orientation on YouTube, just like we have for diploma courses?
Once upon a time in 1857, it used to happen, but it hasn't happened over the past 3 4 terms. I mean, we all look forward to all the data and statistics that they put forward. That's the best part of those orientations. We see there are 15 senior citizens, 13 underaged people, and all those people, and all that stats. That's fun to watch. That's the only fun thing to watch. But that has not happened over the past few terms. I'm not sure if they'll do it this time around. But yeah, I mean, whatever you need, I mean, whatever we say over here, they won't tell you anything more. If anything, they'll tell you less than whatever information you'll get in this meet. That's for sure.
Okay.
They'll only tell you the grading document. They'll only tell you these are the contents. That is something you already know.
By the way, for software engineering and testing, and I think a couple of more degree level courses, I think for DL and SPG, we had the orientation session yesterday. So possibly we'll have the YouTube link or recording link available for that. One might go through that. But we have discussed, again, as I said very briefly as to what the course topics are supposed to be, and some of the aspects about the SC project also were discussed. So you might wish to go through that.
We had got an email for that, Afnan. I think all of them had it. Okay, the
Yeah.
orientation schedule. Where was it? I remember getting an orientation schedule mail. Or was it on the
But then it had
WhatsApp?
some links and that was only for diploma level and foundation.
Is it? Nothing
Yeah,
for
I
degree?
checked the links in that. No,
Yes,
nothing for
yes,
degree.
she is correct.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the degree
It
level.
was, I
No,
think
from
it was
today
there in the
onwards, for
graded
next three
document last
consecutive
time.
days, we have sessions from 6 to 8.
Okay.
So Dada, it was like this.
Jan 20. Okay, 20.
No. Okay. Let me share the link. You want the orientation sheet? Is it the
Yes.
official link?
I
Yeah.
think
Wait.
I've got it. Yes.
Yeah, Vivek.
27th.
Yeah.
Hey, yesterday there was the degree level meet, Ray. Degree level orientation. Share
Starting from
this.
yesterday.
Satish, switch to this tab that Himanshu sent. Open this link and switch to that.
Sure, sure, sure.
If that's okay. Go to the chat. Yeah, there you go. So a couple of them has happened yesterday. I think there's more today.
Only one has happened yesterday. That was for the core courses. Today
Hmm.
we have IBD, NLP, DLP, DLC, VRL, and tomorrow we have we have the remaining courses. So for course
Hmm.
specific orientation, please do join in.
Yep. It starts at 6, so you guys can
Actually,
join.
today's session was scheduled in such a manner that students can actually go and join that after this ends.
Hmm. Hmm. That's nice.
It says that they have not updated the YouTube links here.
YouTube link, they'll probably upload it later. That's why they have not given. But
No, they aren't. I mean, they're recording it, but I don't think so. Yesterday's one, I don't think if they shared.
at least they have a orientation this time around. Pritodeep, last time there was no orientation in last term, and there in the previous two terms orientations happened after the courses had started. So pretty much pointless. At least they have something this time.
Vivek has his hand raised. Please go ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my question was, anyone's done DLP, and is there anything that we require to do LLM and
No,
TL for CB before doing that course, or is it okay to
no,
do TL too?
not at all.
Let me complete. Let me complete. Yeah, yeah, okay.
No, no, not at all. Because DLCV is very theoretical and DLCV is not advisable at this moment, because you would have 4 to 5 hours of lectures every week. They have just copy pasted the NPTEL stuff and onto the dashboard. It is not filtered, quote unquote. So
Okay.
it is very, very detailed, more detailed than what you need. DLCV. Even without knowing the theoretical concept, you can apply it in DLP.
Okay.
Baki LLM, Pritodeep, please.
No. I'm not speaking for either of the courses. I just want to mention the fact that the official orientation for those courses are happening in another 1 hour from now. So
Okay.
whatever we are saying here, this is just a student feedback session. We
I
just couldn't
see.
able to
I
schedule.
was, in fact, I asked this question to one of the professors, and he said that the student feedback would also be very helpful. That's the reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, then of
Even,
course. So whatever he has said right now, or you can also go and look at the discourse threads. People have also
yeah.
posted DLP feedback for that.
For
Okay.
for DLCV, I'll be very honest. DLCV needs to be filtered out, Vivek. I mean,
Okay.
like lectures are too informative, and the questions are very unexpected. So before the quiz, preparing for DLCV gets a bit challenging because of the absolute amount of content there is. But
Got it.
when you're talking about having knowledge of DLP and LLM and speech tech before, sorry, DLCV, LLM and speech tech before taking DLP, that is not necessary.
Okay.
So,
Thanks. So that's
yeah.
thanks, because that's useful input for me.
Hmm.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
And you would learn about all these three subjects. You don't necessarily need the in-depth theoretical
Indeed.
part of that as well.
Okay. Thanks.
But yeah, anyone planning to take DLP is going to have fun. I mean, it's a very interesting subject. This was the first offering I took it. Preetodeep also had it, I think. I'm not sure.
No.
But
I did
it's,
not take it. I had deep learning.
Acha, anyone else had DLP here? Anyone? Hands raised? Nobody? Okay.
I'm surprised Afnan has not taken it.
That's what, but no, had Afnan taken it, I would have seen a lot of his messages on GSpace, which was not there. So yeah, DLP was fun. The course support is also very, 50-50.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this because it's on record, but some of the TAs over there are absolutely arrogant. They are trying to put in a different kind of, they know that there is a what is it, relative grading of some sort that happens in BTech IITM, and they
Okay.
assume that that is what happens here. We were not informed about what marks you will get depending on the Kaggle leaderboard. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about this, and please give me a 5 minutes time to explain DLP.
Okay.
There was 3 NPPs. Firstly, let me tell you the grading scheme. 20 marks for graded assignments, 15 quiz 1, 15 quiz 2, 15 end term, 15 NPP 1, 15 NPP 2, 15 NPP 3, like you can see here. So total you will be graded out of 110, out of which you will get a maximum of 100 marks, cap to 100. Okay. So when it comes to NP, now for quizzes, you have no idea what will come. Reason? All the graded assignments of the 12 weeks are basically Kaggle competitions or collab assignments. You'll be given a data set, or you'll be given something. You have to write your code, do some analysis, this, that, blah, blah, and submit. So theoretically, you don't have any question answers to study from before the quiz. So all you have is study the Kaggle notebooks, understand what is being done, this, that, the other, and that's it. Now, when it comes to NPPs are open for 3 days. It opens up on Friday, stays on till Monday. NPP 2 and 3. One is OPPE, that is proctored. Second is and second and third are non-proctored. But all sorts of collaboration can potentially be done if you want to do it. But even if you do collaborations, it doesn't guarantee results, because you would have to spend a lot of time to run the code, even with two T4 GPUs on Kaggle. So you would have to stay active for hours. It's very tiring towards the end of this course, because I mean, I've had screen time of about 16-17 hours per day for the past 6 weeks, since mid-November to the end of 20 seconds. So that has been my thing.
Oh God.
Tell me.
Yeah, isn't so? If someone has a local GPU, let's say I have a very powerful GPU at my end, can't I just develop the model
Use it,
and
use it. If you have a local GPU, please use it, because we were desperately looking for someone with a good local GPU. We didn't have anyone, so we were heavily dependent on Kaggle. Just train your model. You would only have to submit the notebook that you have worked on, and the submissions you'll submit typically on the Kaggle, like you do in the CSV sheet and all that, right?
And
So
the TAs, are they fellow students or?
they are IIT and BTech students.
Okay.
Not BS. And the problem was that regardless of should I share my screen and show you one thing, because that could probably be quite useful for you guys.
Okay.
yeah, Rahul, just note that there's on record, so whatever you share, just be mindful of that.
No, I'll just share the Kaggle leaderboard and how close the scores are and everything.
Then that is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing like the okay, you would not
Also,
want
I
to
don't
waste
think
any
I don't think this recording will be shared anywhere. I'm not sure what will happen with this, but yeah, embrace the
but
dark
still,
world.
even if it is shared, I don't care. I'm an alumni. It doesn't matter. So see, where is it? This is a private. Just leave the private one. So look at the public scores. So you can see the score. The top one is 36.77, followed by 7.6.
Yeah, very close.
Very close, extremely close. Right.
Yeah.
So this is a PNSR score. I was at 36.27. Now, you would have to get some marks, correct, based on these Kaggle scores. And there were about 118 people who had submitted. Now, as a student, what would you need? You would need to know that, bhaiya, what is the bracket, right? And this much to this much, you'll get this. This much to this much, you'll get this. That was informed 3 days ago. I mean, sorry, not 3 days. 3 days before the end term.
Oh.
Even they were not sure. I mean, even if they were sure, they did not inform us. For OPP2, this information was not shared before. Even after it was not shared, we were constantly, asking them to do it on GSpace and all that, tagging the instructors and everyone. This was not sure. This was not being communicated. So that was a problem in this term. Maybe this can be excused because this is the first term they're offering this. It could be more stable next term. But the thing is, if you put your effort decently in either quizzes or Kaggle, you can get A for sure. in
Okay.
DLP. Because
Okay.
most of the people I was working with, so Kaggle competitions, like if you do solo, it's very hard working. If you have 5 people doing it, 5 people are running 5 different types of models, whichever comes best, we choose, change the hyperparameters a little bit and try to run the data on that model. That
What is
reduces the workload, right?
what is surprising is even with the hyperparameter tuning, you'll have some gap between these scores. But,
Hmm.
but this is
Definitely.
very close.
It's extremely close. This is what you're seeing over here. My score of this thing, 36.27443. Guess how many epochs I had run on my model?
I don't know, 100 or 1,000. I don't know.
1150.
Oh,
So that running 1150 with 2 minutes per epoch. So calculate the number of time that it may have needed. I lost
wow.
200 epochs because I fell asleep and forgot to save the model before the session timed out. So a
Oh,
lot of things might happen in DLP, but it is a very fun course. Very, very fun course. So you learn this. This was the OPP3. This was probably OPP2, NPP2 or whatever. Where's the leaderboard? This was NPP2. So depth estimation challenge.
okay.
Over here also you would have some scores and all that.
Mhm.
So the evaluation metrics are a bit different for all. And this was NPP1. No, November 12, December 7. Okay. After week 8, week 9 to 12 will be completely Kaggle based. So every week you would have to sit and do all these for 12, 15 hours. So if
Okay.
you, the best thing I would say is gather a team around you.
Yeah.
That would be very easy for you to work, and even if it takes long hours, you will not be,
Right.
exhausted.
Right. Right.
And it is very scoring, if I might add. So out of 110, even if you lose 20 marks, you're still getting an S.
Still, right.
So
Right.
even if you mess up the quizzes and end terms, if you do well in Kaggle competitions, you can get an S.
Get an S. Okay. Sounds challenging and exciting, both. Yeah.
It's, dare I say, this is an easier thing to handle than other stuff like IBD and other courses, I would say. I
Uh,
found this to be a lot manageable.
uh, yeah, but like you said, sounds fun. Thanks.
It
Thanks
is.
for the great input.
Yeah, Pritodi, tell me.
Yeah, I am going to make a prediction that this will become a core course in the near future.
It is. It will become. It will be coming in with DL theory and DL practice.
Yeah, yeah.
वही तो Bharti ma'am had said na, a couple of
Wait,
terms
she said
ago.
it already? She said it already? I did not know that.
She had said, Bharti ma'am or Andrew sir had said there'll be a DL practice course that we are trying to implement as a part of the core one. This is supposed to be a core one. Come on, this is
Hmm.
important. Without the practical aspect of these models and all that, what's the point even?
But a level 4 core course.
Hmm. More
Okay.
business.
So are we going to create these models from scratch, or like we'll build on some architecture?
No, you have to you take pre-trained models and all that. Like we had used YOLO for object detection, so you would have to take whichever version, say YOLO v5 or YOLO v8 or something. So you don't have to do it on scratch. You would just have to change the hyperparameters or change the way you are pre-processing it. So the biggest test of these things is the time taken and the patience. You don't have to build models extensively. You just have to choose the right model and go ahead with it. That needs a lot of research, to be honest. What? ILO FTP? I know, YOLO for the way. Okay. Anyone else? People, more questions, more degree level stuff. So, two, three things I would just, step forward and tell you. ATB is a fun subject. Take ATB with your eyes closed. But please don't take it like, I'll study 2 days before the end term. If you thoroughly follow it, I'll tell you one thing. I am a person who gets absolutely easily bored in 2 minutes. I never got bored of ATB. ATB was fun. DLP will be fun. ATB will be fun. Take these two if you don't want to risk your marks. That's it.
Algorithmic thinking in bioinformatics, ATBI or
Oh,
ATB, however you put it.
ATB. Yeah.
Somebody was asking earlier about BDBN. Did that doubt get cleared?
Does BDBN still exist?
Yeah, of
I
course.
don't know. It doesn't get
No, no,
offered. I've never seen it.
no, it will get offered this time. Somebody was asking it out on the chat box. If you're still here, can you please pick up? Okay, I think the person might not be here.
Must have been a long time.
Not then.
I think Pritodeep, you are not audible.
Pritadeep, your network is not stable.
Can you hear me?
No,
Yeah.
If we don't have any more doubts, maybe we can wind up, or we can wait for some time.
yeah.
What's the feedback for this subject called managerial economics?
Are you there? ME, anybody? Afnan, did you take ME?
No.
Yeah, Rahul Dada, I think, has
So
completed it.
managerial economics, from what I have heard from others, it's a great course. Okay, disclaimer, I haven't taken it up. Go look at Discourse for more information. I've heard that it is a great course. The lectures are very good. And there are no separate notes per se. So that is the only problem that, yeah, it's a great course from what I've heard.
So game theory is a very good course, as Raul also mentioned earlier. And I think, though this might need to be double checked, that the faculty for game theory is the same faculty, I mean, for ME also, for managerial economics. Even though I have not taken it, I've taken game theory, and that's a very good course, and the faculty was good also. And so possibly that faculty might be taking up ME as well. So in that sense, it might be a good course. But again, I mean, these things vary, so you might want to check it again.
Afnan, your feedback on game theory, please. Do mention that.
Yeah, no, game theory is a very good course. Right? Game theory is a very good course, and I would advise those who wish to take it may go ahead and just take that, because the grading pattern is the traditional grading pattern. Nothing fancy about that. And if you're following through the course, then you will like it a lot. A lot of practical applications also have been discussed, which is the nicest part of the course. At least for me, it was. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
So
Anyone done corporate finance?
not corporate finance. Anybody? No, I
Rahul
don't think so.
Dada.
Have you done it?
बोला तो मैंने corporate finance वाला 120 questions. Corporate finance will, I mean, don't take corporate finance immediately right now. Take it in a couple of terms. There's about 30, 35, 40 formulas you need to work on.
Mhm.
And remember, it will be extensive as the term goes by. It sounds easy, but you cannot consistently maintain the same amount of interest and effort across 3 months, right? So you may lag behind if you take corporate finance. Just to be safe, as of now, take game theory, and when there'll be about 2-3 terms of CF, you'll have enough content to study from.
Okay.
But game theory is an absolute yes. Game theory is very scoring. Questions are asked from PAs and GAs and PYQs. And
Okay.
even Gopal sir is very nice with setting questions and all that.
Okay.
So it will be fun. I love game theory, honestly.
Afnan, can you talk about PSOSM? Or if you have already spoken about it, I was not here.
No, not spoken about PSSM already. The PSSM is a very good course. I've taken it this time only, and it was a very good course. It's just that I felt, I mean, and this is quite subjective, that there are a lot of things that are discussed are a little bit conceptual or like theoretical. So, and the same things will be asked in the exam also. So some portions you'll have to remember it. Like there's no way, there's no other way around it. You just have to memorize. And the exams also become kind of like a memorizing it. So that is the only downside. Other than that, it's a very good course. So you might go ahead and take that.
Did they ask code this time as well? Did they ask you to write code?
Yeah, I think so. Not entirely, but somewhat in the initial the quiz one. I think.
Yeah, so let me put that disclaimer. PSOSM is a pen and paper course. It's a great course, but it will require you to remember a lot of stuff. And they also ask you to write code in pen and paper. They will ask you to write Python code to do something, and you have to memorize the syntax, which is completely worthless. Also, the fact that the library they ask is outdated. That library does not even exist. I mean, the library exists, but the API does not exist. So, but still, you have to memorize the code. But apart from those short, I mean, small issues with the course, the course itself is great. I liked it.
But there are better courses to take.
Sorry?
But there are better courses to take.
Exactly. There are better courses to take if you don't have a problem with math or whatever. Yeah.
No, I mean, see, the courses are pretty decent. That I mean, if I tell you, all the 14 minus 5, 9 courses you need to take, right? Other than the core ones for BS.
Yes. The new
So
ones have
those
come in,
9
right?
courses
This
could be.
managerial economics, game theory, all of these are great courses.
Hmm. Game theory is nice. Deep learning finance. Game theory is nice. DLP is nice. Programming in CSD is nice. You will get those 2 free courses. Market research is nice, cheap and easy. 5 ATB is nice, cheap and easy. I'm not sure about cheap. ATB is 20k, right? ATB is 20k. So there's 6
Yeah.
courses.
But
So other
honestly,
than 6,
I would recommend PSOSM over market research any day. I don't know about the project now, but without the project back when I took it, that was, I mean, it was quite boring to be honest.
I mean, boring true, but not a lot of dimag lagane wala cheese in market research. That's what I feel. I
Correct,
mean,
correct.
it may
No,
vary
no, I
from
agree.
people to and
That is correct.
industry
Yeah.
4.2 is also very easily handleable. I mean, I'm not sure handleable is a word, but you can handle it very easy. So 7 courses here itself. Baki 2 you have to take a risk. In that you can take LLM, you can take DLCV, you can take RL, you can take NLP, you can take IBD. But 7 easy courses I can tell you right now, other than the 5 core. Baki 2 you have to handle, or Baki 2 you do from NPTEL.
So regarding PSSM, they mentioned this term that they're going to change some things, especially regarding the Twitter this thing API, right? So things have changed. So they were discussing that they're going to bring in some change, and then after that, possibly, those things will be corrected. Yeah, but in this term also, like even though some portions were asked about the code, but I'm not sure if they asked us to directly write code. I think that was the term. That was the offering prior to the current term. Like I did in the current term, and Prithvi was mentioning, I think, about the offering prior to this
Last year,
term because there was a
last year.
last
May
year, yeah,
2023 is what I was mentioning about.
yeah, and September 2023 it was not offered, I think. So they changed certain things. They changed there, and so I felt like it is still fine. It's not just about the code, but other than that, there's some concepts and some terms also that you need to remember and the definitions thereof, right? So that is where it becomes a little bit problematic. At least that's the way I felt it. But again, the course itself is, I mean, the concepts that are being discussed and all such things is very nice. I mean, I think the course itself is fine. It's just that since it is pen and paper, you have to write it on subjective evaluation and all that. But again, they have been very lenient in giving marks also. So I should I should point that out as well. So it's
That's
not
what
that
I
you,
saw about IBD as well.
yeah.
But then
Meaning of L4 degree, somebody is asking. That has been answered, right? Atharva, can you confirm? Samir, there are projects. There are lots of projects in the degree. You have project for software engineering in the upcoming term. You'll have a project for software testing.
But yes, they are not as boring as BDM.
Yeah, that is correct.
He is asking basically like BDM. So yeah, SC project is more of a developmental area. So it will be just like a MAD 1 or MAD 2 project. And SPG has a lot of documentation and the interviews, but that is completely different from the BDM because you will be doing this project in the team. So you will enjoy doing. I can see many of the students have roll number F2, 24, 23, F1, F2. So if you guys are in the
Yeah,
foundational level, there is another meet going on for the foundational level course orientations. So you can join that particular meet and get your doubt resolved. This meet is only for the degree level students in the third or the fourth year students.
I'm posting that foundational link once again in the chat. I'm copying. Oh, it's already pinned. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I have pinned it.
Okay, are there
Anyone
any
who's
more doubts for
completed
degree level?
introduction to NLP? Sorry.
NLP, yeah. And in NLP, anyone? No, again, Animesh, you'll have to refer to the thread. I mean the discourse thread.
Sure.
Also, wait. NLP, the official orientation session is happening. I think at 6 p.m. Right?
Right.
So do join in that one. There are
Yeah.
students who have taken up NLP, and I hope they'll provide their feedback on the discourse thread. I've tagged a few of them therein.
Okay.
Kunal has entered the chat.
Finally, welcome.
Hi, am I audible?
Vanakkam Anna, vanakkam. Your internet is
Am
not
I
stable,
audible or
Kunal
like
Dada.
is it too windy?
You are
Hello.
audible.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. Please continue. I'll observe.
No, so okay. Do you have any feedback for this thing NLP, natural language processing? You have not done it, have you?
No, no, I haven't done it.
We can't hear you actually. Is this audio breaking up only for me or?
Am I
Yes,
audible?
there seems to be a problem.
Yes, you're audible. Satish, can you stop presenting for a bit? Um, might help. Okay. And Kunal, any feedback on financial forensics if you have taken that up, FF? I think Animesh was asking about that as well earlier. Okay. Okay, then in that case, I think any more doubts? Any other subjects?
Hi, Pritudeep, Rahul, Afnan. Basically,
Hi.
the same question I asked also in last yesterday. So actually, I am going to start BSc level in Gen term, and I'm not sure which two course I need to select each term so that I can complete within a 1 year, at least for BSc, because I have already spent 3 years in diploma to clear all the paper. I want to do BSc level as soon as possible and with a good grade. So, any suggestion on that that would help us to proceed with the BSc level and the same BS level after that? So, please suggest which two course I need to select for Gen.
You want to take only 2 courses per term, right?
Yeah, because of work, I'm not able to do more than two paper in one term.
And
So that's why,
you also want to
and also,
finish BSc within 1 year.
yeah, within 1 year. So because 4 years I already
That is mathematically not possible, first of all,
Hmm.
because you need 7 courses, right?
Yeah, 7 course. Yeah, 7 course.
Hmm. Actually, no, that is possible if he does NPTEL. Is
Only possible if he does NPTEL, no other option.
Hmm.
And but
Only possible if
technically,
you do NPTEL.
technically, even that is more than 2 courses per term because he will have to allocate time for the NPTEL course, even if it is lower than the usual
Absolutely,
campus course.
absolutely, that's true. Is that
Okay.
he has to allocate time for NPTEL as well.
So such
So course white
thing.
paper and two NPTEL paper, which you are which you want me to select, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So see, core courses.
Prithudeep, you are not audible.
Because you are doing it. I mean,
Yeah, Prithudip.
am I not audible?
No, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, since you are you okay? One last thing. Are you exiting with the BSc? Will you not complete
No,
the
no, no.
BS?
I want to complete all the BS level. I'm not doing
Then why the 1 year thing? Then why the 1 year thing?
because
Just proceed
because
normally,
the
na?
because the thing is that I have already spent 4 years. 1 year for diploma and three
Which is
years in
fine.
1 year for foundation, 3 years in diploma. So
Which is fine. Not an issue.
I'm
Anyway, if you take up 2 courses per term, you are proceeding at a relatively slower pace, which is okay. There is no issue with it.
yeah. The thing
Don't
is that I'm also trying to forget all the concepts. So that's why 1 year and plus 2 years. So in
see.
that
There is no.
process, I can
If
learn.
you are
Mhm. Okay.
if you are proceeding with the BS, then there is no distinction between BSc and BS level. I mean, it's not like when you go from BSc to BS, it's a hard change or anything. It's just a continuation of the courses. So just proceed it
Okay.
normally as you do. Normally keep taking up 2 courses per term. At the end of 1 year, you will be 6 courses done. Next year, you take two more
Okay.
courses and then you can proceed. I mean, in the long term, this one course difference one course makes no difference. And if you're since you're
Oh,
especially since you're planning to continue with the BS anyway, so
mhm.
proceed at your
Yeah, yeah.
like whatever pace you are convenient with. If you want to speed
Okay.
up a bit, yes, NPTEL is the way to go. You can take up any easy NPTEL course which you find easy. I don't know your background. I'm assuming you might have a computer
Okay.
science background, but in either
Not
case,
more on data. Right, yeah. Yeah.
so I mean,
So
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 if you're taking up NPTEL courses, you will have to take up like 4 credits from technical bucket, right? Most of them are
mhm.
computer science or data science related courses. So
Mm,
I mean, do it at your own pace. There is no hurry. Just take it up one
okay,
by one
okay.
as you wish.
Okay, okay, okay.
And
So can you
others can
can you
provide others can
can you
provide suggestion
yeah,
whether yeah. Please go ahead.
can you suggest which two paper I need to select in the next 3 term? Two plus two plus two in this in the in
Yeah,
2025. Can you suggest the paper? Yeah.
yeah. Afnan, others, Rahul, can you guys go ahead first? Kunal, anybody?
Take DLAI, I guess. I mean, Kunal, do the suggestion and then I'll tell the calculation. Kunal,
Okay.
go ahead.
Rahul, please go ahead. No problem.
So then I'll tell you what I was thinking.
Okay.
You want to complete this BSc in 1 year, right? And you limited to taking 2 courses per
Oh,
term.
yeah, yeah.
So technically, I'll tell you there are 14
Yes.
courses in BSc and BS total.
Hmm.
So even if you take 2 courses per term, you'll be able to do it in 2 years plus one term. So that is pretty
Okay.
much fine. Looks better than as it was, I guess.
Okay.
I think Deep and others would also agree.
Okay.
So take 2 courses, it's fine. It'll take 7 terms, you'll be done. Chaitanya, welcome, familiar face. So, but when
Mhm.
it comes to courses,
Yeah.
what to do with courses? AIDL maybe together? That
A
No,
no?
no, no. AIDL, both the subjects have a lot of concepts and the calculations to remember. So
yeah.
I won't suggest AI and DL. SPG and SE are more of a theoretical subjects. So
Hmm.
AI can be taken either with SPG or SE. Then the remaining subject with AI. That would be a good combination.
Then DL with DL with ST, AI with SE. Would that be fine? AI with SE would be fine. What do you think, Satish?
Yeah, because I see a project also plus.
Afnan,
DL.
DL with software testing. How about that?
Yeah, should be fine. I think if I've done diploma, right? So Java is already done. It's assumed to be done, right? So in that case, it should be fine. It's just that you have to practice a few key concepts very well to get good marks in software testing. If we do that, I think it should be fine. So as far as the combination goes of DL and ST, I think I don't see a problem as such. But yeah, I mean it depends on the person also, right? So, but I think in general it should be okay.
Okay, DL with SC and DL with ST. Either of these two combinations we can select. Yeah. Okay.
Aruni,
So, however, sorry to cut you off. One thing. So, deal with SE, I would not suggest. Okay, because SE has a project, you might need to spend a lot of time on the project, right?
Okay.
Especially if you don't get good team members who are helping you out, right?
Okay.
So, it's better that you don't take DL with SE because DL will require you to spend time on that also. Yeah.
More time.
However, for ST, since it is without project currently, the current offering in Jan 2024, sorry, 5 is going to be without project at least. So you can go ahead with ST and D, and that is fine, but not with engineering. I mean, that's my suggestion. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks, Afnan.
So
Thank you.
one thing.
So DL with ST.
Yeah, one thing I will add. Afnan, software testing has no software engineer. They're independent.
Yeah, they are independent.
Okay. Okay. So then,
Sorry, is there
take up
a
software.
sorry, Pradeep, I just wanted to confirm once again. Is there a general rule that core pairs must be done together? There's no such rule, right?
No, there is no such. No.
No, there is no such.
Yeah, then in that case, they are independent. Yes.
So,
Okay.
Sachin, do this. Take up software testing now because in the May term, if you take it up, you'll have a project. So additional work. Afnan might not like what I'm saying.
Okay, sure.
But
And also, I don't want to do a project this term because in last two term, Mat 1, Mat 2, BDM, I already exhausted with the project. So this term, I want to do only theory and with all the quizzes. So DL and ST combination, as per the suggested by Afnan, is good for me. And Prithosip, you are also agree on that.
Yeah. I can add a couple of points about deep learning, and maybe Chaitanya and Vivek can join in because we completed deep learning this term itself. For deep learning earlier, I would say it might have been a bit difficult in the initial terms of the degree, but now that we have so many previous year papers, DL has been running from September 22. So 3 plus 3 6 plus 1. We have 7 papers.
Yeah. And I also have stat background. I cleared a few actuarial papers, so I'm from the stat background, so I can relate all the concept in deep learning. I
So deep
think
learning is not an issue for you then. Very good.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
in that case,
Programming
okay.
part
So if
yeah.
deep learning is not an issue for you, I can say that maybe you can try software engineering as
Yeah.
well with deep learning. Then like it might be balanced for you that. But
Software engineering require project now, so that's why.
okay, sure, yeah.
With,
Then ST with
and
DL is
I
the
also,
best choice.
okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Mritu.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi. Just hold on 1 minute. Vivek, Chaitanya, anything to add to that DL
No,
part?
I think you've said it all. Preeti. I have nothing to add.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, continue. Yeah.
Ritudeep, can you take Aruni's question maybe, or like Prashant's question? I've answered briefly in chat. Can you just look at it once?
I was going to take DL, AI, SC. Would it be better to take AI and DL in different terms? Aruni, as long as your math concepts are clear, don't bother. It's fine. I mean, it's good enough. You can take it up. Just know that SC will have a project. And
Okay, we have a question from
Prashant as well.
Yeah, how many NPTEL courses can we take with ITM courses? Both are independent. You can take as many as courses as you want for the NPTEL papers. There is no such association with the IITM courses or the CCC.
It's
But
about
Satish, there
exam.
might be some clashes with the exams for the exams. Yeah.
Yeah, that is there. But for this also, for example, if you have taken 4 subjects in the IITM, okay, so if the NPTEL course is clashing with N term, it won't be
Mhm.
possible for you to give the N term examination because both the shift, that is the afternoon and the morning shift, will be occupied. So one NPTEL courses demands 3 hours. Keep this in mind. Okay. So if it is clashing with quiz one or quiz two, it is possible to give one NPTEL examination. For me also, I have given software conceptual design, which was on the quiz one. So what you can do, IITM just share a Google form for collecting the details of the NPTEL courses that you have registered. So you can just mention the name and the course code. They will schedule the NPTEL examination in the FN session, and you can give the quiz in the AN session. But that is possible only for the one course because one NPTEL courses take 3 hours to give that particular examination. And for this term's date, I can think it is not clashing with any of the quizzes or the end term because what I can see, the dates are 22 and 23 March. So I don't think we have any quiz or the end term examination for that particular day. But
Okay.
yes,
So there might matlab the end term for NPTEL should be on any another date.
NPTEL
At
has
least
only
quiz
one
two,
examination.
quiz
NPTEL
two.
has only one examination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So that particular examination date will be mentioned while you were registering for the courses. So if it is not clashing with the quizzes or the anthem, it might be the best option for you to take.
Okay.
Yes.
23rd March के time पे I think there'll be quiz 2.
Okay. 23rd February दादा we have quiz 1 और
March.
होली के एक दिन बाद we have quiz 2, that is 18 or 19. So I don't think 22 or 23 March को we have anything.
Okay, that's the following weekend. Yeah. वही होगा.
So should I take SC, ST, and SPG together, or may I also take SC, ST, and AI?
Bro, don't take AI
You
and
can
DL
take.
together. You will badly
No, sir.
mess up the concept.
No, I am not taking DL and AI together. I was asking about, sir, SC, software engineering, software testing, and AI.
Okay, 4 courses. Yeah,
No, sir,
that
only
is
3.
So you
Either
can
I
do
can
it.
take AI or
The short
SPG.
answer is you can
Would
do
it
it.
be would it be viable to do it?
Yes,
It is
yes.
they will be easy to do.
See, everything is viable. It all depends on however much time you
See,
can commit. At the end of the day, if you can commit as much time as it's required, you take all 4 difficult subjects, you will still get S in all of them. That's not a problem. You have to think how much time you can devote. That's the thing. You have to ask yourself like how much time, or else tell us how much time you will be able to give, and then if you're working somewhere else, if you have a second degree, or if you have some other commitments, it all depends on those factors.
Actually, I am an standalone. I am doing it at standalone degree, so I can give at least 7 to 8 hour daily for for this degree.
Then you can take all 4, doesn't matter. I mean, you have to, I mean, you guys are saying that DL is a bit easier right now, so it should not be as much of a headache as it used to be. So, I mean, take whatever 4 you want. Baki these.
but but still, Dada, I would like to say, don't take AI with DL and SC with DL because DL needs time and commitments to understand it properly.
True.
So
True.
don't take it with SC project because SC project, see, you have 6 to 8 people in the team, but that might be of no use. Okay, so you might have done the projects better when you are alone, but when you are in a team, there are so much things that you need to consider. For example, there are various things, there are various dependencies that someone is working upon on the different side and you are working upon a different side, so there will be a lot of conflicts happening in your code. So it need times to debug all these codes. So SE projects need some time, some handsome amount of time to complete it. And also, if you are taking SPG and SE in the same term, try to make a team that is common for both the team. Because in the deadline, You will badly mess up organizing the things.
And also try to write a will as well before starting the term.
Yeah,
What type of subject is AI?
AI is fun. AI is basically easy, and all the PYQs will help you
AI will
so much in.
I'll tell you what AI has. There are 8 algorithms. That is BFS, DFS, A star, weighted A star, triple A star, alpha beta. There's goal stack problems and
Dynamics.
TSP problems, of other problems. That's all there is. You need to
Okay,
practice.
thank you, sir.
At the end of the day, AI can be managed in 3 days before the exam if you are a quick learner. That's my only thing to say. But whatever you take, whatever you do, whatever subject combination you take, DL will take 70% of your time, regardless whether you take one subject, two subjects, three subjects, four subjects. DL will take over 60 to 70% of your time because it needs a lot of commitment, lot of practice. And try to discuss it and study in groups. Otherwise, it gets very difficult. At least it was very difficult for me. I had a group, therefore, I managed these subjects. Otherwise, I would have fallen flat.
Same. We were part of the same group.
We were, yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Aniket,
Yeah,
just one minute.
audible.
Wait. Am I audible?
Yeah, well.
I just want to add something to that AI part. Sort of, if you take up AI, the AI SMPS course, please note that the practice assignments are more important. That is my personal opinion, of course, but compared to other courses wherein you can simply skip the PS, deeply you understand the practice assignments, the better you will do for the course, because the instructor has he has given detailed annotations and step-by-step solution for all the PS, and I found this to be the most helpful practice assignments for any of the courses I've taken up thus far. So if you do take up AI, don't skip the practice assignments. Yeah, that's all I had to add.
And if you take AI, Bhaskaran sir is the more important guy than what's his name?
Kimani,
Let's not
Mr.
say that here.
Kimani.
Mr. Khimani ke
Let's not
baare-
let's not say that here. It's on
Bhaskaran
record.
sir is your god. Yeah, Bhaskaran sir is your god and not Mr. Khimani. Mr. Khimani will just come in with a cup of tea every Sunday and ask you your problems, but Bhaskaran sir is the real guy there. Listen
Or
to
you can
him.
take help from Sarang sir from Maths 2.
Why do we have
Okay, sir.
to? Why?
Stop the
Why?
recording. Stop the recording.
Aha.
But
Next
just
question.
even if we ignore the jokes, Bhaskaran sir is the one who, obviously the instructors are the ones who set the paper, and Bhaskaran sir is the one who sets all sorts of papers. And if he wants to make it tricky, he will make it tricky, but he'll make you do those questions in the live sessions as well. He will give you examples. We had a lot of help from attending live sessions of Bhaskaran sir. Pritadeep, you were there in my term itself, though.
Yeah. I'll just add that no disrespect meant for Professor Kemani. He's a retired person. He's quite
No, no, no,
experienced, and
no
he is the.
disrespect.
So we were just saying the relative importance as far as the course grading is concerned, because Bhaskaran sir takes
Hmm.
care of all the things. That's all.
Exactly. I mean, in all subjects, the instructors are the ones who set question papers and the professors approve it. Here, I'm saying you more importantly because if the paper is going to be tricky, Bhaskaran sir will give you hints in advance that it will be tricky with the kind of questions that he'll try to practice in the live sessions and all that. And he doesn't confuse you. He doesn't want you to get less marks. If he wants to make complicated questions, he will bloody make complicated questions, but he'll make sure you practice it in the live sessions. He'll not push you in the well. So following him is very important. Understanding his processes is very important. Bug him with all his questions, all your questions. He will solve every single one of those. He's one of those types of instructors.
Atharva, you're
Thank you,
asking
sir.
about projects. You're asking about projects. What I can recommend is just look at the grading pattern of this term. I'll paste the link for the grading pattern of this September term, uh, and for the upcoming terms anyway, you guys will get it. So many of the courses have projects. So you just check out the grading pattern, you'll understand. Next question.
Yeah, I had one thing to say. Like, I have completed all the four core courses except DL. So I have to take DL this term. So can I take LSM along with DL? Will that be a viable option?
Why LSM?
Will it be difficult?
Why LSM?
I don't.
Difficult you
Why
forget. You
LSM?
ask me first, tell why LSM.
Why LSM? There are so many other beautiful subjects. Why LSM?
Because means I would like to learn some more statistics and all.
Acha, ठीक है.
Okay,
Okay.
statistics maths. Yeah,
Then it's fine. Yeah,
definitely
take it
yes.
up.
You might be the only person taking LSM this term, but yeah, all the best. If it
Why?
goes ahead, good. Otherwise, you'll be asked to choose other subject. But okay, if
The
you
end
want to
of
take
the term,
LSM,
huh? Please. Please provide your feedback at the end of the term. Others can also learn.
yeah, please.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, fine, fine.
If the
It's
handwriting
a
is
pen
not
and
good,
paper.
you'll get zero. That's a
It's a
paper
pen and
exam
paper
is
I know
exam.
zero.
that. I know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And pen
No,
and
okay.
paper exam,
Jokes
And
if you're
apart. But
then
anybody who has taken up LSM here? Kunal, have you taken up LSM?
no, I have done statistical
very bad.
computing though.
Okay, if anybody can
It's the
provide
same
feedback for
exactly.
LSM, please go ahead.
Has anybody ever taken LSM? ये तो पहले देख लो. It has been offered, but has anyone taken it? I don't know.
No, we have people who have taken it. Yes, but maybe not in this meet. Kunal, if you know something about LSM, you can please mention it.
Or else mention about the statistical computing. It should not be very different. Than,
Yes, yes, it is. It is the same team actually. So the only I think I can tell you broadly about the type of assignments they have. So they are all of the assignments are written assignments. Actually, they are subjective assignments. Every one of them. Yes, like feedback can be seen for LSM here also. I think this will do.
Yes, I have seen
So
it, and
all
actually, I have seen that the video qualities are a bit bad. I have seen that because the professor actually records it on Google Meet, and sometimes due to connection issues, there are the voice actually breaks at some places. I've seen the videos, some of the videos in the YouTube.
I think that is lesser of an issue because, like, I remember when we did statistical computing, it is like uh, you will not be able to complete graded assignments at the end moment, like you do for other courses. Like, you would need proper 1 or 2 days or even more for properly completing those assignments because the course team then looks for specific keywords and solutions for those assignments, and if you don't do that, then you'll end up losing marks. So there is a lot of difficulty in scoring in both these subjects is what I know. From that perspective, it's not the best, like scoring wise, but yes, you'll surely learn a lot. Like, if you want to learn and apply statistics, then it's fine because it involves R programming as well. So if you already know that, then it's a bonus. Otherwise, you will be told to install R Studio and do all of your assignments in R, create PDFs, and then send it to the team, upload it on the portal. So that is how, like, the course goes, and the whole course is structured that way. You have to do R programming from start to finish.
Okay, actually, I have installed R for that one.
Yes, yes. So that is there definitely. So you have to do R programming, and you'll end up learning about R as well if you all don't know. So that is also one plus about the course. But yes, I would say it's difficult overall. That is all I can say. And yes, the free feedback is there, which Satish is displaying. So you can
Okay,
also
It
actually,
says try at your
I'm
own risk.
okay, and
yes,
one more thing to
yes,
say is that,
definitely.
like, I'm not doing it standalone. I am also doing a master's degree in physics along with this one. This is I wanted to just add. So if you have anything to say about it.
so
The
like
GAs will take
in the
GAs will
sense,
take time definitely.
see, you're
GAs
doing a
will take
master's
time.
in PE, so the conclusions drawn from that information are twofold. One is you're extremely smart, so LSM should not be difficult. Second is you're already doing a master's of physics,
Yeah.
so you should be less burdened by IITM subjects. So the call is yours. If anyone asks if they should take
Okay,
LSM, I don't think anyone of us here would suggest them to take LSM because there are better, easier, and more useful subjects out there in electives than LSM. In my opinion.
But of course, all of us wish you the very best. Please take it up,
Correct.
and whatever whatever experience you have, share it with others as well. Put it on Discord.
Okay, fine.
Your feedback will help improve the course.
Okay.
And I would like to just add one thing to Kunal's point. I mean, as far as learning is concerned, all of the courses here, I don't know about speech tech, but apart from that, maybe all the courses here are good if you want to learn. So the learning aspect is there, but the difficulty comes in as regards exams and operational issues and all of that stuff.
After diploma,
So
the learning aspect is fine,
build
but
up
you
on
would
it.
also have to be careful that you don't lose your CGPA.
Yeah.
That's very, very crucial. Don't take risks just because you want to learn a subject, a new subject, but that doesn't offer anything to you when you struggle. I would suggest don't take it in that regard. Protect your CGPA first.
Okay. Yes, Rajat.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Actually, I am planning to take software engineering and deep learning. So, is it okay? And what is your opinion about it?
Software engineering has a project, and you'll be needed to devote some time to figure out what are the things and your team members are doing while coding. So if it is possible, take SPG with DL, because as Rahul Dada said, doesn't matter if you have taken 2, 3, or 4 courses, DL will ultimately take 70% of your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So, right.
SE is a easy course, but just because of the project, it is not that hard, but it needs time.
So
And
how
also
are
SE has the graded assignments as a discourse post. So it also needs time to do the graded assignment along with the MCQ graded assignments.
okay. And one more question: how is this team selected? Like you are saying that there will be a team for that
Yeah, you
degree.
can select it.
आप खुद से करना है,
Yeah, you can select it on your own. And if some
Okay.
space gets vacant and someone is not being able to find some team member, the instructor will ask you to add that particular team member. If you allows, they can join your team.
Okay. So they work equally well, or sometimes some people do this key they are not working at all.
Depends completely on your team.
That always happens.
It always happens.
They will not
always happens.
evaluate. They will not evaluate. Depends
So it's a
completely upon you
team
guys.
project, right? If somebody is not working, ultimately it's going to hurt me only.
Yes.
You would have
That's why it is advisable to not to take
Okay.
your close friends in the group projects.
Okay. Yeah, but close friends don't work, na. That's very
on the
common. Close friends are the ones who don't work.
no,
Yeah.
no. On the contrary, you can beat the shit out of them and make them work.
This is also
So that's
right,
the
right,
point.
right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was the only
Yeah.
thing.
Although, okay, I'll just add one rider
Uh-huh.
here before you leave. There have been instances where groups have complained, like for example, 4 of us are in a group and let's say I am not working, the other 3 people
Mm-hmm.
complain against me saying so and so has not worked. And it has happened, there was a provision earlier back when I did the project that they call
Mm-hmm.
the 4 group members individually and they just have a viva individually. So depending on the viva, the instructor gets to know who has worked and who has not worked. Accordingly, they give the marks. So that
Okay.
provision was there. Afnan, if it is still there, just add a note saying it is there. I think you can better clarify this.
I don't know, Prithvi. I don't have any idea in that regard, actually.
Okay, but earlier it was there. So if that is your concern, I would say don't worry too much about it.
No, the thing is, I had a very bad last term. Last term, I had got 3 projects and 3 subjects, and all 3 subjects had projects, and it was OPAs and all those things. So I wanted this term to be somewhat lighter.
Were they group projects? No, right?
No. They were not. They were TDS is group project only. They allow you
Okay.
to do everything. But the thing is, it was very bad experience. It was bad experience with TDS only. So the thing is, I want this term to relax a bit. That's why I wanted to do. I was deciding. I was not sure about it.
Understandable. Yeah, group
Mhm.
formation is key. If you know some good people, then of course add them to your group. Else you have to
Mhm.
depend on your luck. They'll just randomize and create a group.
Okay, one more thing. What kind of projects are we getting in that? Like, for example, in diploma, we used to get a problem statement. Okay, what kind
Yeah.
of projects do they give in this?
Afnan?
I think Rahul mentioned it earlier, no? Rahul?
You would have to
What I
create a
remember,
project straight from scratch. That's the first thing. Now, the problem statement could be anything. In my
Okay,
term, it was like create a replica of IITM dashboard. So we
okay.
created it. But the key point is make a group wherein you know the people to some extent,
Mm-hmm.
and then split the responsibilities very, very accurately. Assign
Okay.
someone to do the front end work, assign
Uh-huh.
someone to do the back end work, assign someone to do the creating test cases, or at least assign components to individual people, and then front end guy or some guy is doing the code for this part, and make that guy make the test cases of that part as well. So
Mm-hmm.
assignment and splitting is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably the best case is make a group with people you know,
Mm-hmm.
so that builds the comfort and start the project early. That's the thing.
Okay.
SE will not be very difficult. In my opinion, it won't be very difficult. Project at least.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, if you're taking DL, 70% is the key. You have to spend.
DL is math, basically mathematics, right?
Yeah, math,
Yeah,
backdrop,
yeah.
word propagation, all that stuff.
Right, right. Then it's okay.
Feed
Then it's okay.
forward. So for all neural networks, DL basically asks for three things: forward pass, backward pass, and parameter calculation. As long as you are thorough with these three, you should get
Mm-hmm.
like easily 90 plus.
Okay.
And there
Okay.
are so many PYQs now, so you can do it.
Right, right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So we'll be winding up by 6 p.m. How many more questions do we have?
Dripto,
Yeah,
raise your
Dripto, go
hand.
ahead.
Hi. So I was thinking about taking up these three subjects. One is Intro to Big Data, what's the name? Large language models, and finally another one, data visualization. Yeah. So what's like for each of these subjects? What can you tell me?
Database design, Afnan, can you go ahead?
Database
No, no,
design, when I
database
did that,
design, data visualization.
yeah, the same thing, I think,
That is the
isn't it?
full name of the course. Data visualization design.
All right. DVD, as we say. Okay, so basically that was a pen and paper exam. That is the thing to note about that. And it also has a project. Okay, so and the subject is about design. So of course, it does include a little bit of subjectivity. I think so. When I gave exams, I observed that because subjective evaluation, right? And it talks about design. Of course, there are rubrics. There are there are guidelines, and of course, the concept that I'm going to teach you in the lecture, you are going to use those while answering questions. That is correct, but still, to some extent, I think that there's like a little bit of subjectivity which causes you to sometimes lose marks, right? So that is the thing, and you have the project also. But I think they've been lenient in marking also. That is also one thing to note. And the other thing is for the project, you have to form a team. And again, if the team members are working together very well, then that is very good. If that is not the case, then you might face difficulties in that regard. So, yeah.
None, I would like to add more about that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
This term I have finished my DT itself.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah, your
one
feedback might be latest then. Yeah.
yeah. So one thing to note down: Syam sir has revised his marks a little bit and has been some leniency.
Sorry, wait.
But the thing is,
Abhinit, sorry to interrupt. Hold on. You are talking about design thinking or data visualization design?
design thinking.
I think he's asking about data visualization design.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
you're talking about a different course.
sorry. Yeah,
Let us finish with his doubt and you can come back and give your feedback for corporate finance and then design thinking. Okay?
sure.
Yeah. Just hold on for a minute. So DVD, anyone else who can provide something, insights?
I did DVD. So
Yeah, go ahead.
hello. Yes. So uh, like learning wise, good. Like it will at least uh, detail very well about how you have to select certain data sets or how to actually that government is concerned, they
Kunal,
are hello.
Kunal, can you
Am
put
I
it on the
audible?
chat box? We can't. I think there's a network issue. Maybe just put it on the
Okay,
chat box
sure,
if that is fine.
sure.
And in the
Sure.
meantime, I'll just talk about IBD. So you were talking about big data as well, right, Deepta?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So big data again. I've repeated this. So go check out the discourse threads. Everything has been documented there. Firstly, the assignments will have nothing to do with the lectures. Lectures are theoretical. Assignments are practical. So for the assignments, you'll have to work on your own. Generally, what happens is the previous batch, next batch. So that is that I've seen that happening all throughout. So that is why. subject. At least it did back when I did it. Check the grading button for latest updates.
Same here.
OPP is
This
very
time
simple.
50 as well.
Okay. Scoring. So what I know from my term, there are I think 20-25 students who have got 100% in the OPP, like straight 100 in the OPP. And why that is the case is because none of those 20-25 people could actually solve what was required. Okay. So what they ask is so the OPP is a 3 hour OPP. They'll not even a 3 hour. I think it's a 4 hour OPP or whatever. They'll give you some big problem statement out of which, like, most of the people, as far as I know, they're not able to complete the whole thing. They do it partially, and based on the degree of which is good. And as long as you do the assignments for the last 3 weeks, I think week 7, 8, 9, you should be able to get a very good mark in the OPP. So that is that. And as far as the exam is concerned, they have just one exam, that is the end term. Questions are mostly repeated. Just go over the PYQs, easy 90 plus. That's all. So it's, again, to round it off, very easy to get marks. As far as learning is concerned, I don't think how much you learn. You'll get a theoretical knowledge, yes, if you go through all the lectures, and lectures won't help you for assignments. So that's that. Any specific doubts if you have regarding big data, we can try to answer.
I
Or
have a
yeah,
very
Rahul, please go ahead.
different, completely polarizingly opposite opinion about IBD,
Oh
unfortunately,
wow,
in
go
this
ahead.
term.
Yes.
So that is why what I was hoping for, and that's why I took IBD in this term, because there's like, okay, full marks in OPP, okay, all this blah blah, this that the other. So assignments are very painful. Every week you would have to sit and perform all the tasks, write a detailed project report, and then record a video demonstrating whatever you have done and submit it in a zip file. You would have to do it every week. So at one point you might get frustrated. I did, maybe you won't. On the contrary, the OPP that we are talking about, that is a 4.5 hour OPP. I sat at 1:30 in the afternoon. I got up at about 8 o'clock at night, um, because I had a lot of report and documentation. Yes, we were not able to do the entirety of it. We did about 75% of it. One of the servers was working, the other one receiver was not working. So marks and everything, it depends on the instructors and whatever they discuss and decide. When it comes to the end term, I had it in the morning paper. There was another batch in the afternoon paper. Afternoon guys got the same ditto PYQ. Morning paper was absolutely new, so we messed it up. Our marks are very disastrous. I got it in my 40s. I don't know if it will be normalized or something. Without normalization, I'm expecting a C. With normalization, I might get a B. So that is my situation. So I don't know what will happen in your case, but I don't know. There could be better subjects given what I have experienced.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
are
Now in that case,
considering it for the BP courses, I think ATB is much better according to Rahul Nada.
I
Algorithm thinking.
have to get to not jeopardize marks and all that stuff. I have already pinned a message in the chat. I'll type it again. This could potentially be the best thing for you to do for not getting bored, and to learn as well, and to enjoy the course, and to get good marks as well. For BP, take ATB and DLP. You'll get A for sure in DLP because the grading pattern will definitely not change. Cap 200 out of 120, 110 is not very, lenient. You would have to do well in one of the practicals or else the theories. You don't have PYQs, you don't have any questions from the graded assignments. All graded assignments are collab work or Kaggle work, so no theory. That's one
true.
thing.
Uh, Rahul bhai, sorry for interrupting, but
Ah,
Dripto Bhattacharya has raised his hand for a long period now.
No,
what?
we are
It's
answering
me.
Deepika only, Aradhya.
We are
We are
discussing
responding to
Deepika
Deepika
only.
only. It's fine, Aradhya. We are talking about
Mhm.
Deepika's question.
Yeah.
So
So
he's trying to opening his mic open, but doesn't say anything. So I thought that he's different out because the session is
No.
going to.
It's fine.
no, no,
No,
no.
no, no.
No,
It's like
actually,
I
Aradhya, degree level students are connected to Hurt, so we can understand it without even he says anything. Okay, we have
Very
a
true.
transmitter inside
I'm
us, and we can understand each
Hmm.
other's pain. And Rahul Dada is
The
expert
meet
in
has
this.
started.
And yeah,
Rahul Dada is
interviews
basically
happen.
our external affairs minister. So he's been capable of handling everything from LinkedIn to WhatsApp. from this course to
Absolutely. It's positive,
ITM different
negative,
platform.
neutral, everything.
Okay,
So
one thing I'll just
yeah,
like before we conclude, I'll just put one thing. Yeah, whatever Rahul has said, absolutely correct. If they suddenly change the pattern on something, yeah, I can understand why the scores would be less. But okay, one thing can you say, was the OPP problem statement the same, like Kafka pipeline standard thing, producer
for
consumer, that
me,
thing, right? Yeah.
producer consumer, but for fifth, there were two OPVs this time, right? One was on
Okay.
7th or something, one was on 15th. 7 one
Mm-hmm.
was quite easy, and 15 was quite challenging. And
Deep
the
learning.
same, uh,
Was that deep learning?
no, IBD I'm talking about though.
No, I'm asking about IBD OPP only. What was the problem statement? Was it the same Kafka producer consumer, or
Kafka
was it from
producer
the deep
consumer, and
learning?
the other one was the other one. What was it? PubSub thing, I think.
So, okay.
No, no,
Fine.
not deep learning. PubSub. So that's the thing. There's a little bit of disparity in this term because I've only taken in this term. I can say about this. Two different problem statements. That was a bit of a problem, and two different question papers in end term. The afternoon paper was exactly copy paste of PYQs. The forenoon paper was quite difficult. All the questions were new. So yeah, Kunal.
I had to ask about a different course. Like if it's you guys are finished, then I'll ask that.
Yeah, yeah, done.
I just wanted to like know a brief about corporate finance. That's it. If anyone can like just say about that.
Vinith,
Raman
Abhinit,
for the
please.
anytime.
And the corporate finance god is here, and that is Abhinit Raman. So please proceed.
Okay. So whoever asked about the corporate finance course is just as good as anything could be. But the thing is, it has a long lectures to watch out for. Like every week content is around 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and concept is very much direct from the slides as well. You can go through the slides and you can work on that. But few things is missed out in the slides. Like you have to work especially on the few things from the lectures itself. Assignments are easy as compared to the lecture and all sort of those things. And if you require any conceptual doubt is there, you can directly go to the live sessions. In the live session, they will clear everything. Also, one extra hint is that in the live session, they generally give hints for the examinations.
Okay. Thanks. And like just one thing, I haven't checked where's the like what's the faculty for this corporate finance?
Faculty is from IIT Kanpur.
Technically, it's the same team as GT and managerial economics as well. It's like 3, 4 professors. One is doing this, one is doing that, one is doing that. So something like that. But all of them from IT Kanpur.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. So it and like is Gopal sir there, same instructor.
Now, for corporate finance, it's Shivratan Tiwari. Gopal sir is in GT.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That clears it.
Till you will get any doubt during the course time, you can tag me.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Abhinit. Thanks for the feedback. And for everyone else here, if you have any more doubts, please feel free to tag any of us. We're in the Sundarban space, or like just post your message there. Discourse threads are open. I have pinned the Discourse thread links, so go through that as well. Satish, can we wind up now?
For my side, I will tag every one of my senior, even if I do not have any doubt. And I
Okay.
will thank all of you for joining this session and making it so much good with this much amount of knowledge and also humor.
No worries, bro. No worries. We will send you our Google Pay accounts details. just
Yeah.
just send up some token of appropriation for everyone.
Kunal,
Thanks to
bye.
I
We'll
think
Afnan,
give
Rahul.
humor is I think humor is an acquired trait at degree level for everyone. I believe.
That's humor based on pain. So yeah. 4 years of pain gives you a lot of humor.
Yeah, you will need to have humor, otherwise you can't cope up. Okay. Anyway, I'm stopping the recording. Thanks for coming, guys. Let me
Stop the
stop the
recording.
recording.
Also, try to, if you guys are tagging me, tag me quickly before my account gets deactivated by ITM.